Vultures. Looks like he lost maybe one Hydralisk to a mine there, but fantastic defense by the Hungarian Zerg superhero. So, looks like a vessel is out. Does he have another vessel? Or is that the first one? Oh, wow, looks like a random lane. Just went to clear some mines. And that, yep, it is indeed a command center. Probably is going to float that down to this mineral only. So yeah, he's going to throw down a few more factories. And probably going to use those extra minerals to just slam out a ton of vultures and use them to harass all over the place. However, if Ace can defend like he did just now, should be in good shape. Diggity, looks like he's going to be back.
Aha! I return.
Yes.
What to say?
Alright, I'm coming up on 12 minutes. Are we about the same? I'm 11:45,
Yes.
11:47?
11:47, 11:48. Yes, we're
Perfect.
exactly in tune. Surprising here, no Overlord speed upgrade. That really shocks me, actually. So maybe some Zerglings are going to be utilized to clear it. I really, and to comment on some things I saw in the mid-game, I loved the fact that, and this feels so delayed, I love the fact that Scan had SCVs out in position to try to deny base, and now we have the opposite situation where Ace is being denied bases by Scan in his Zergling positioning. I feel like I almost worry that Scan has waited too long on this. He's let the economy grow too large, too many expansions, and too large an attack force out in the field to really establish victory in this match. But the Vultures are going to be the X factor.
But we have a lot of Mutalisks. They do actually have +1 carapace right now, so even though I didn't see it upgrading just now, it looks like he does have it. They're going into the bag. It looks like 2 control groups of Mutalisks actually gonna do the Jaedong style double stacked group. Here we go. Can Ace do it? Can the Control Zerg pull a Jaedong? No, looks like he's just gonna attack move, but that's cool too. Getting irradiated though, a big irradiate going down. He does pull out a few of the mutas. Oh my goodness, flying over so many Goliaths, taking a lot of damage. The irradiated muta is not being pulled out. There it's being pulled out, so not the most impressive attack right there. But it certainly looks cool.
Yeah, it took a lot of damage. Still, honestly, I feel like at this stage, as long as he's pinning him back, Ace can afford to lose a lot of Mutalisks. It looks like there is that 3 o'clock base being taken. The critical thing is going to be that bottom right, really that bottom right-hand base. If somehow Scan can establish that bottom right-hand base, he's basically won the match. Because Mech, very heavy, very expensive. 3rd base, he can start staging out in the field. If he gets that 4th base and can just sit back and hold it, he'll be in excellent position. It looks like the Mutalisks starting to move out there with the Mutalisk-Hydralisk combination to really deal with Goliath Pure.
And
those
the
Vultures.
Dropship barely sneaks past the Mutas and Hydras. So lucky right there. It looks like gonna clear up these mines and Vultures, but there is a 4 Vulture drop in the main, and Overlord is gonna see it. I'm actually not sure. I think the dropship also spotted that 6 o'clock going down, but here we go. Ace not paying attention. He now pulls his drones. Scando also not paying attention. The Vulture's going AFK for just a second, but he will in fact get some drones. He's going to lay some mines here. I think he actually should have just pursued those drones a little bit more, but no, looks like he's just going to not do anything and let them die. So could have done a bit more damage there, but Ace going to clean it up.
Yeah, looks like the Hydralisks did clean up that bottom right-hand section. Still, wow, now big army moving out right in the middle of the map. Scan with so many siege tanks, a lot of science vessels, a lot of Goliaths as well.
And he does have the 2-1 upgrade.
Scary army. Yeah, and they're very highly upgraded. Another Radiate, and it looks like there's just too many Mutalisks, not enough Hydralisks, and other basically meat to engage this Mutalisk army completely crushed. This does not look good for Ace at all.
Oh my god, and Scan is getting into this perfect position under the natural. Ace needs to pick a good place to engage this before the tanks siege up. Oh my goodness, the tanks are sieging up on the natural. He's got to pull these drones away right now. He does pull the drones. He only loses 1 drone, but this is a nice timing by Scan, getting the 2-1 upgrades. What are the upgrades for Ace looking like? He only has 1-0 on his Hydras, and of course the 1 carapace for his Mutas. Scan, Ace is going in here. I don't think this is the best place to engage, though. The Mutas will go in, but the Hydras are going to be stuck on this ramp. The Goliaths are blocking. So much damage being done, but most of the Goliaths are down. A couple of Hydras coming in from the back. The Mutas were irradiated. Oh my god, Hydras attacking through a choke point. This is not how Ace wants to engage this. Ace taking so much damage. He had a ton of units, but it's just not enough. Oh my goodness. Scan looks like he's going to clean up this force.
Yeah, it looks like basically what Ace needs is he needs to just keep throwing units at this. If he can obliterate it, he will end up winning, but it looks like reinforcements moving up, siege tanks, vultures, everything, some Hydralisks moving from the north. It's critical that they get in position. In the meantime, that natural expansion is just being hammered away at. Goliath starting to breach up, moving up, and Hydralisks on just move command rather than attack move. That hurts a lot, and the reinforcements getting obliterated before they're even able to show their face. Just like a hammer to the face right there.
Yeah, and a bunch of vultures actually went down to the 6 o'clock, then discovered that there were actually no drones. So they're like, oh, well, never mind. I guess we'll go back and help with the push. And Scan now unsieging. Looks like he's going to push forward a little bit more. He realizes he's in a good position. Ace going around the side with some hydras. Is he going to counter or is he going to flank? I don't think a counter would work. There's a lot of mines on the field and of course some units as well. Scan's 4th base also getting up at the bottom right. So he will be on even bases with Ace. Of course the 6 o'clock doesn't really count as a base. So no, actually never mind. Scan will be up a base because he's killed this natural. So 4 base Terran against 3 base Zerg. Not the best position for a Zerg.
Yeah, basically what needs to happen if Ace is going to come back in this match, he needs to gather up a large attack force and then just completely try to crush this army and then try to play economic catch-up. This is not the situation you want to be in versus Mech. Vulture's continuing to harass that 6 o'clock base. And this is the problem. As long as he has that forward staging position with those Goliaths, with those siege tanks, and really well bunkered in, the Vultures can just run rampant in the meantime everywhere else. Even heads up versus Hydralisks, they're very cost efficient. So
indeed, but Ace is going in. He's going in the back with Hydras. There's a lot of mines though. He's got no overlords to spot. Scans it. Ace going in from both sides, doing a pincer attack. I don't know if it's going to work. I think Ace has to win this or he's going to be in a lot of trouble. A nice defense matrix going down, but Ace has a lot of units. A huge mine going down. Ace is going to clean it up. Ace cleans up the forces of Scan. So he will have a bit of breathing room right now. However, Scan has killed the 6 o'clock. He's killed the natural. He's up on 4 bases, and he has a large number of reinforcements still on that high ground outside of his 3rd. So I still think Ace is in a pretty terrible position. I think he might need to go for like a big counterattack or a big drop or something to get back in this game.
Yeah, he needs to continue and persist and crush this army before those tanks are able to siege with just combinations of Hydralisks, Zerglings, and Mutalisks. Because as long as he can knock out that attack force and continue to macro, he'll just be able to reproduce more rapidly. That's the weakness of Mech. Unfortunately, you need to have just a huge amount of meat, just a bunch of troops to do so. And his economy, again, stymied 6 o'clock base, taken out, that natural expansion also taking out, looks like he is picking off some science vessels. And he is engaging his heads up, needs to back off now. He doesn't have enough Hydralisks to break through. And he can't afford to lose this attack force. Okay, now backing off. But again, yeah, he just needs to continue to persist with crushing this army when it's getting into those critical staging positions before those tanks can siege while they're out of position, and just continue to build his economy in the background. If he doesn't do so, basically Scan can just walk through this.
Yeah, and he took a lot of damage in that engagement. He does have a couple Ultralisks out now, but they have no upgrades. These are 0-0 upgrades, or 0-0 Ultras, and 0-0 Ultras are actually just not that good. I mean, Siege Tanks do a ton of damage to Ultras, and oh my god, a lot of Vultures running into the top left. There's nothing to defend. Ace is going to lose every single drone here. Oh my goodness, the drones are running. Reinforcements are coming up. It looks like only 2 drones will survive. A lot of mines being laid there. And oh my goodness, Scan is actually at 3-2 upgrades right now, and Ace is only at 1 ranged attack, and that is it. He has no other upgrades. Wow, a mine even killing all of those eggs. Ace is in just a horrible position. Scan now taking the 6 o'clock base on top of the carcass of the dead hatchery. More mines doing damage to the forces of Ace. Looks like he's going to go for another big attack right here.
Yeah, and the problem additionally with Ultralisks is mines just crush them, and it looks like Scan, being very intelligent, just going to back up on top of the minefield, let the Ultralisks run and engage at a beautiful, beautiful position while Ace just throws these armies into the meat grinder. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that should be GG after this encounter.
Yeah, I mean, there were a few mines under the tanks there, but Ace couldn't even get up to it. GG! Scan evening up the series 1-1 here in the finals of the AOV ISL.
I gotta say, Scan, wow. That was... the heads up on that positioning at the end game, that looked scary. Just that entire engagement was beautiful.
Indeed, indeed it was. So, let me put on the overlay and host